welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at Governor Peter Mbah's transport revolution in Enugu State. Governor Peter Mbah is embarking on a silent transport revolution in Enugu State. This transport revolution seeks to change the face of Enugu transport forever. Now, let us highlight some of the key important factors in this transportation segment. Governor Peter Mbah is trying to make Enugu State the #1 destination for tourism. And to make that happen, Enugu needs to have proper transportations, and also Enugu has to be very secure. So Governor Peter Mbah, His Excellency, is making sure that he attends to all the driving needs that would affect tourism in the state, thereby making them more conducive and effective. And he's doing this by making sure that Enugu is very safe with his smart security network and the creation of a monitoring team, a security digital monitoring team in the state. So he's also doing that by ensuring that the state has a proper transport system, so that when people coming to Enugu for the first time enter the state, so that they have a proper means of navigating the state by transportation. So this is very good. And then I must add here now the very purpose of this video. One very significant important of this video is to let us know that one of his legacy commitments of Governor Peter Mbah in transportation is coming to limelight tomorrow. The maiden flight of the Enugu Air is going to be happening tomorrow. So the Enugu Air is going to commence operations tomorrow, as it has gotten all the federal clearance from the federal government and the federal agencies responsible for that fan. So that is a very good leap forward for the state. So now Enugu is going to be having their own first aircraft, their own airline, and it's going to be commencing its first flight tomorrow. So this is a very good one for the state. And for the fact that Enugu is also a very tourist-oriented site. Enugu has some of the best landmarks in Nigeria, some of the best tourist attraction sites in the country. Enugu has a very good weather, fine hills. People go there for hiking. People go there to see the very waterfalls. They have some very beautiful waterfalls and caves. Then now the governor is going to be taking some good moves to ensure that he projects those attractions to the world, not just to Nigeria now, but to Nigeria and the rest of the world. So what Governor Peter Mbah is embarking upon is a road transportation legacy in Enugu State. With this road mass transit buses, he seeks to reach out to everybody in the state, have a proper road transportation system with proper parks and garages. By doing this, he's also building a digital park and terminal. As a matter of fact, he has completed most of the parks and terminals. These parks and terminals are very good. Most of them come with digital payment. As a matter of fact, they all come with digital payment, cashless payments, and a flexible payment system. So yes, that's a very good one. The terminals some of them are the Gariki terminal, the Nsukka terminal, the Holy Ghost terminal, which happens to be one of the biggest. So this is very commendable from the governor himself. He's taking road transportation very seriously. He also promised to build a rail line. The governor, in terms of transportation, is not joking at all. He's also going to become backing on one of the very important legacy projects in the southeast. I don't know how he's going to pull that off, but hopefully, my prayers are with him. I hope he's able to do that, because if he does that, he'll be like one of the greatest Igbo leaders to ever have existed. He promised to build a rail line that will connect the entire 5 eastern states, the cities in the 5 southeastern states. Also, this rail line is going to connect on a seaport, and the rail line is also going to connect the Enugu free trade zone. So yeah, that's a very good one. If you can pull that off, you know that the southeast now would not have limitations to the seaport. The whole issue of seaport now would have been handled, because he's also promising to build a dry port that would serve the rail line and serve on a seaport. Yeah, so that is something that we look up to and hope that it sees the fruition of light. So also, we are going to look at his drive in tourism. Governor Peter Mbah is also taking landmark steps to make sure that he promotes tourism. As a matter of fact, he's embarking on some of the most difficult tourism, some of the boldest tourism drives in Enugu State. Governor Peter Mbah is the only governor of Enugu State, in my opinion, that has taken tourism to this height, that is taking tourism very seriously. Some of the tourism projects which is backing upon projects which will push Enugu to the light and get more people visiting Enugu. One, the International Conference Center. This conference center was started by the previous administration 17 years ago, but never saw the light of day. But the coming of Governor Peter Mbah, His Excellency, has seen to this project to completion. So now the project has been completed and it has started. In fact, the project, the conference center is now like one of the most busiest conference center in the Federation, thanks to His Excellency, the Governor. Then also the second one is the International Medical Hospital, which is building. That hospital is a 300-bedroom hospital. This hospital is going to be massive. With the standard of Governor Peter Mbah and his eye for quality, I believe he's going to do something very marvelous there, because he wants to make Enugu State a medical destination for tourism. You understand? So he wants to promote regional tourism. You understand? Make it a medical regional hub for tourism. So that's a very good one. Hopefully, if he's able to pull that off, Enugu State would see the light of day, and the economy of the state, the IGR, will be boosted in a very, very, very large manner. This is commendable. Then number 3 on the list is the International 5-Star Conference Center. This conference center, a conference center hotel rather. Now, number 3 on the list is the International 5-Star Conference Center Hotel. So this conference center hotel is to service the International Conference Center of the state. So now the International Conference Center in Independence Layout would also be hosting the International Conference Center Hotel. It's a 5-star hotel, and they are both sitting in the same serene environment on the same land. So, but the conference center and the hotel, they are very big, and they are 2 independent projects. One seeks to host the guests, while one seeks to host the conferences. So now these projects are very huge, they are very massive. Now the first phase, which was started many years ago, was the International Conference Center, which as it stands now has been completed. Now the second one is the International Hotel, which is in its finishing stages, because it has gotten to the 5th floor and the work is progressing very rapidly. So hopefully we hope that His Excellency Mr. Governor is able to complete this project and get it to perform efficiently. Then also the Presidential Hotel. This hotel used to exist in Enugu, and it was the pride of Enugu for a while, until some setbacks and it was mismanaged. So as a result of that, many of the hotel itself collapsed. Many of the parts of it was falling apart, and it was lacking maintenance. But His Excellency came into power now, and he has revamped the hotel, rehabilitated it, and set it back on the path of greatness. So now the hotel is now back to being what it is, though it has not been fully commissioned and it has not started operating, but the hotel has seen the light of day. It is now at its best days. So hopefully we hope that this hotel comes on stream and starts serving the people of Enugu and tourists who wish to visit the state. Also, he's doing one of the things that really impresses me, which is the parks, which is the waterfalls. Enugu State have several waterfalls. In the state there are several waterfalls, but these waterfalls have not been enhanced. They've just been there lying fallow. No government, no administration takes it seriously. The fine topography of the state and the Nsukka pyramid, all the legacy, serenity and natural environment, serenity of the states has not been enhanced. But His Excellency Governor Peter Mbah has entered there now and is taking all that into cognizance. He's trying to make everything work. He's putting the waterfalls in fine perspective by building a canopy walkway, and he's going to build a zip line in like two of the waterfalls. He's going to have canopy walkways for tourists to get to the waterfalls. Also, he's going to build a zip line in another part, on another side of the waterfall. Enugu has like over 7 waterfalls, so I think he's aiming at assessing or making 3 very efficient now, very functional. So hopefully he does that, and we get to see Enugu bounce back to its glory and gets the top spot in tourism in the southeast. Then also he's also building parks. Well, Enugu has always had parks, so he's upgrading most of those parks. Like there's the Okpara Square, there's the Unity Park, then he's building more parks. There's the Naira Triangle axis, and many of that. Enugu has several parks in the state, so he's also going forward by maintaining most of those parks and making sure that they perform optimally and they serve the people. Yeah, so he's also, one of the other points is the Nsukka pyramid. I mentioned that the Nsukka pyramid is one pyramid that has been there in Enugu State. Most Igbos don't even know about that place, but it exists actually. These are pyramids that were built by our ancestors, and they have always been there, but nobody has made any fine efforts to make that place a tourist destination. But His Excellency now is doing that. That's one of the places where he's going to build a zip line or a canopy walkway. So yeah, let's hope and pray for the governor to be able to achieve most of this. And then one other one that is an interesting one, which is the Cross of Unity. They are going to be building a statue, a iconic tower. Now this iconic tower is in the form of a cross, and that cross is going to be standing in Enugu State at a very high height. It will be one of the tallest statues, if care is not taken in the country, and it's going to represent a sign of hope, a sign of unity for the Igbo, for the country, and probably Africa in general. It's going to be one destination that many people would like to visit once completed, because it is very, very, very creative. It's something that we've always wanted, something that would represent the people, and that would speak to the people and get more people to come into the state. So thanks for watching this video. If you've watched this point, please like, share and comment, subscribe to this channel. Let's grow together and let's be a part of this success. Thank you very much.